This is our lesson on scatter plots. Our objective today is to construct a scatter plot and select appropriate variables for the axis. Let's talk about vocabulary first. A scatter plot is a graph that displays data as ordered pairs. Bivariate data shows the relationship between two variables, x and y on the scatter plot. So an example of that would be height and weight. We graph bivariate data on a scatter plot. So we're going to begin by talking about what points mean. So on this graph, what does the point 150, 1,100 represent? Well, 150 is the number of tickets sold. So there were 150 tickets sold, and that means that they made $1,100. They collected $1,100 when they sold 150 tickets. So what does the point 350, 2,275 represent? Well, that must be 350 tickets, and they collected $2,275. And then how many tickets were sold when the amount of money collected was $2,700? So we go here where 2,700 is, and we find that point lines up with 450 tickets. All right, now we are going to make a scatter plot for this data. We have age of cars and their value. So from what I have experienced in my life, the age of the car affects its value. So we're going to put age of car along the bottom and value as our dependent variable. So age of car, we have to go up to 8. So let's make each line worth 1. That seems a little cramped. Let's try again. Let's make each line, every other line worth 1. Perfect. Now we have to get up to 15,000. I'm going to say that the value is in thousands, so it's hundreds of dollars. So 1 will be $1,000. So we'll make each line worth 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll mark 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10,000 and 15,000 there. So now we're going to make our scatter plot. We have 3, 11,000. So 3, 11,000 right there. 2, 12,000 right about there. 7, 3,000 right there. 8, 1,000. Oh, that's a low one. 1 point there. 2, 10,000. 1, 15,000. All right, way up here. There we are. 4, 8,000. Oop, messed that one up. Right about there. 5, 7,000. Your graph will be a little easier since you're not using a computer for it. 3, 6,000. Right about there. And 6, 6,000. There is our scatter plot. We should also put a title. Maybe what's a car worth? There we go. So now we're going to make another scatter plot of this data. Just like before, we have to determine input and output. Well, I think that the amount of sleep you need depends on your age. So age will be our independent variable, and sleep time will be our dependent variable. So age, we have to get up to 20. So I think each line needs to be worth 1. I'm only going to label every 5 so that my graph doesn't get too cramped. Perfect, I get up to 20. And I need to get up to 12 hours of sleep. Well, I think every line is going to have to be worth 1 again because I don't think I can get up to, I have to get up to 15 actually. So 1, 5 is there. 10 would be about there. And 15 here. Now we're going to plot 1, 15. 15, 8.5. That'll be right in between the 8 and the 9. 6, 9.5. 19, 7. 12, 9.25. Ooh. 3, 12. 5, 11. 13, 9. 27. And 6, 9.75. Sorry about the other one. So you can see all of my dots along here, and there's our scatter plot. We did forget our title. Since this one doesn't give us a title, we just come up with something. So maybe sleep needed. All right, now you're going to complete worksheet 10.1, and then you'll do your section assessment, the scatter plot assignment.